So I read a lot of CVs in a day, most probably 100. I receive 100 CVs, and then LinkedIn profiles. I go through a lot of LinkedIn profiles, and one of the single biggest issues that I see with CVs is not the CV, but it's the cover letter. And the cover letter is one of the biggest reasons for recruiters and line managers to not read the CV, which is actually what the purpose of the cover letter is to make the person, or to encourage them to read the CV. Okay, and one of the biggest mistakes in the cover letter is what I call labeling. And labeling is where, in the opening few lines, you've described yourself as something that is not what the person's looking for at all. So you're putting something down on paper that is immediately precluding you from being considered. So just really ridiculous example, in your cover letter, you might say, I'm a friendly, bubbly, outgoing person that is excellent at administration, right? So if a legal firm or professional services company is looking for a person that they want is very professional and is not bubbly and is not outgoing, well, you just got regretted for that job, and guess what? They didn't even look at your CV. The other part is, if you start using titles in your description, you say I'm an administrator or I am an X. What you're doing is you are limiting yourself in that to that specific role. Whereas your skills might be project management, mentoring, coaching, all these different things. But you've said in your opening line that you are an administrator, and therefore you are telling the reader that is the role that you are really best at doing. Okay, so very straightforward. Don't label yourself in your cover letter. Make sure that your cover letter is not creating an impression that is limiting you for certain jobs. It's actually quite straightforward. Read your cover letter over and think about it from the other person's perspective, and what that reader thinks when they read your CV about how you're describing yourself. Is it limiting you? Well, then you've just labeled yourself. Good luck with your job search.